Alright, welcome back everybody. I don't think I said this in the first video, but my name's Casey. And this is the 280ZX I've been working on. Where I left off last time was fixing the hole down here. Forgive me for the poor GoPro footage, but that's all I have. And I got it all welded in. I need to grind it down now and get all of that situated, but right now I'm going to work on putting the patch panel here and covering this hole that comes into the rocker here, and then I'll make up a panel that'll cover this. Either I'll do that or my buddy Tyler, that's been helping me on this project, he might come by later today or in the next few days and we'll get that done. But yeah, this is my project that I've been working on for the past 6 months. I bought it and didn't realize that the floors were shot, so I had to cut out everything in here. I have the floors up in the rafters right now, but I need to get all of this ground down and figure out what I'm going to do with the crappy frame rails that are there and there. That one's still got some decent metal left, but I just gotta weld in some other pieces to make it more sturdy and then weld the new frame rails in. But yeah, that's pretty much all I've gotten done so far. But yeah, that's about it. Alright, so what you saw me do is I was just grinding all of this and cutting off old crappy Japanese sheet metal. I have this giant hole to fill in, and it's pretty boogery, but that's the best I could do with the situation at hand. And I am by no means a professional at this, but I'm trying my best. And if you have anything to add, feel free, for anybody that's watching this. But I'm gonna go make a little panel to cover this on both sides. I'll make a panel for that too, so I can weld it in. Yeah, what I was gonna say earlier, before my dad came by, I had picked up the new Eastwood XL 9300. Got a pretty gigantic viewing screen out of it, so that's why I picked it up, because the old one we have was one of the crappy old Chicago Electrics from Harbor Freight. But also, this is the welder I've been using. They're hauling shit to the fields, but it's just a North Star M140-M. Don't know what any of that means, but it works. This is my first time welding since high school, so forgive me if it looks like crap, but I'm learning as I go. And car was never going to be perfect. It's been really messed up since the get-go. But I also got some nice MIG welding gloves from Eastwood too. A little small, but they work. But I'm gonna go make that panel and I'll weld it in here in a minute. So over here I just have my little bench vise and an anvil and Grandpa's old 4x4 bench, back when 4x4s were actually 4x4s, but just bending this piece so it has a little bit of a curve to fit in with the corner of the hole that's here. So something like that. I can tack it in and beat it down once it gets heated up. So at least that's how I've been doing it. I mean, it works. It's probably not the right way, but it works. But I'm gonna get to go and do that. Good English, Casey. Good English. Alright, so I'm gonna call her a day, maybe. Might come back a little bit later, but I'm gonna go have supper with my old man. So what I got accomplished. It ain't pretty, but it's in the wheel well. Doesn't have to be pretty. This has to be covered so crap don't get in there. Fix that next. But my ADD brain didn't let me get too much done, so I will get back to y'all. Say y'all like people are watching this, but get back to it when I can. If anything, I'll be back on this tomorrow, start the video back up. But Well, it's been a while since I've picked the GoPro up. There's a bunch of things going on in life, so it is what it is. But enough about that. I don't remember where I left off, but I haven't finished that patch yet. But I did start test fitting the floor. Let me find my light. Started test fitting the floor and all of that jazz. And I have to build a little connector there and make sure everything's all perfect in there. But then we got the frame rail, if you can see, was junk all the way up to there, and got that all nice and in all the way up to here. I put a plate inside to block off the old stuff from the new, so I can cavity wax both sides. But it's not the prettiest. Got to fill in some holes and whatnot. Check out the crappy exhaust job whoever owned this before me did. It's leaking something. Oil, I'm assuming, from somewhere. Oil pan looks like it's seen better days. Front struts are there. They're not good. But eventually I'll get to the point where I can start rerouting those fuel lines, because I'm an idiot and cut through them because I thought they were higher up on the transmission tunnel, but they weren't. And I cut through with the Sawzall getting the floor out. So I'm going to reroute them so they come up on this side of the motor, and that way they will be coming up on the side of the carburetors, because even though this is a 79, this thing is reverted back to the dual SU carbs, which are really interesting. I've never messed with anything like this before, but they got the fluid reservoirs in the top. And then the prior owner had put these nice header on, and then used some real sketchy forms of, I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but there's Phillips head screwdriver bits in all of it, so that's mint. But I'll eventually fix all of it. Got some nice Amazon battery quick detach cables. They were cheap. Shout out to Skillard. These things are dope. I got the door cards over there. A few other pieces from them. But I figured I'd pick up the camera and at least explain what's going on with this thing. It's been a slow process. I'm in the process of moving, helping my brother move, and coming back home. So I'll leave it off at there. Thanks for watching.